On Halloween night, the town's streets transformed into a place filled with revelry and mystery. Children donned masks and roamed the streets, breathing in the enigmatic atmosphere. However, this Halloween night was a bit different. Two close friends named Dana and Max had chosen their masks for a Halloween night. Dana appeared as a dark witch, while Max appeared as a maskless girl. They set off for the party, but on the way, they noticed a peculiar witch figure crossing their path. The witch was hidden behind a smiling mask. Upon arriving at the party, they began to notice that there were hidden secrets behind the masks of everyone. While masks helped conceal identities, they also symbolized the concealed dark secrets. Dana and Max observed that a few individuals were displaying bizarre and unsettling behavior. Behind as the night of the party progressed, they realized that people stopped trying to uncover the secrets behind each other's masks. Everyone was like a different person behind their masks, and figuring out who was doing what became impossible. A mysterious atmosphere enveloped everyone. Dana and Max slowly made their way through the town. When the party ended, the dark truths hidden beneath the masks had begun to disturb them. Masks had transformed into terrifying faces that concealed identities, the enigmatic behaviors and secrets they had witnessed throughout the Halloween night. Confronting the secrets hidden beneath the masks on Halloween night left Dana and Max with a different perspective. At the end of Halloween, masks became symbols of mysteries and secrets, and nobody would ever know if they truly knew the real faces of the people in their town. Tommy, a 10-year-old boy, always lived with a paranoid thought. When he opened his eyes in the darkness of the night, the silence that surrounded him would make him uncomfortable. He would murmur, "There's something out there," and sometimes even hide under his bed. One night, as Tommy lay tightly in his bed, the silence in his room became even more suffocating. He thought he heard a rustling sound, but his window was closed. The dark shadows in his room seemed to take on different and menacing shapes. Tommy whispered quietly, "There's something out there." Just then a faint light flashed in his room. Tommy thought he heard a gust of wind, but he couldn't be sure. The light slowly rose and acted like a mirror standing in the middle of the room. Tommy whispered, "There's something out there," under his breath. At that moment, the light began to rise, and its glow illuminated the room. It shone on Tommy's face, and he noticed the cold expression in his own eyes. The light revealed an empty, pale face. Tommy slowly rose from his bed, approaching the strange mirror-like object. In the mirror, he saw his own face, but it was expressionless, and its gaze was cold. Tommy looked away, but his reflection continued to stare at him. Panic began to creep in, and Tommy whispered, "There's something out there." The mirror began to fog up, and from within, a long, pale hand emerged. The hand lightly touched Tommy's shoulder, and he recoiled in fear. The hand, which had emerged from the mirror, began to wrap around Tommy's neck, gently pulling him. Tommy resisted in fear, but the mirror slowly pulled him in. His room started to disappear, leaving only the mirror and darkness. The mirror was drawing him inside, and Tommy's room vanished entirely as the mirror completely engulfed him. Tommy was lost forever. He was now just a paranoid thought. An old abandoned wooden house known as the Cursed Forest House by the town's residents stood quietly in the depths of the forest. Young Sophie gathered her courage and, with her friends, ventured to experience this eerie night in the mysterious house. The door of the house creaked, and as they stepped inside, they started making their way into the dark rooms. Amidst the spine-chilling sounds echoing in the darkness, the group encountered strange occurrences as they slowly explored the house. Paintings swayed on their own, doors opened without any wind, and shadows moved rapidly. For a moment, it seemed as if the house had come to life. As Sophie and her friends reached a room, they found an open book in the middle of the floor and an old witch's talisman. The book started turning its pages on its own in a terrifying manner, and the talisman began to glow magically. In fear, the group decided to run towards the swamp in the depths of the forest. However, this swamp seemed to have lost the concepts of time and reality. The group struggled against terrifying ghosts, invisible hands, and slippery mud as they got lost one by one. Sophie's friends vanished, and she was left alone. Terrified, Sophie found herself sinking into a liquid swamp that suddenly engulfed her. The eerie cries of the ghosts could still be heard. The swamp's waters slowly swallowed her, and Sophie was submerged into infinity. Left behind were only the mournful screams of the mysterious forest house and its cursed tale.